welcome to my little section called the weekly rant. I'm going to be doing this as a kind of weekly occurrence, as the name is, with the weekly ranter. Today the show is basically just about all things that's just real bugbears. I absolutely hate them. They get on my nerves. Today we are looking at children, especially children in shops throwing tantrums, etc. And also, at the minute, we've had a lot of snow as it's January, and I also really get pissed off about how Britain reacts to snow. So I'm going to be going on about that as well. So yeah, so let's start off. Children, right? Children, they are menaces. They are just my bane of my life. You may all be sat there at home screaming, but you were a child once. But I was never as bad as some of the kids I've seen these days. Holy shit, no. I was not as bad as some of them. I was on the train. I was on the train going from one place to another, and these kids, they were so fucking annoying. I wanted to rip their brains out. That sounded really psychopathic then, but they were so fucking annoying. I felt like just reaching around the back of the seat and going, just fucking stop that! Fucking stop it! And when we got off the train, I had a look round the place. We caught the train back, and it got better. No, in fact, it got better. It got worse, a lot worse. On the way back, sat next to us for about the 20 minutes we were on the train for. A baby was screeching constantly. It would not shut up. But it wasn't like just a bit of wah, wah, wah. It was that, but it was just 100% just fucking just something off. It was constant for about 15-20 minutes. It must have been all the way there, and it wasn't like just little bursts like that. It was like oh yeah. Another thing that gets on my nerves: parent and child parking. Why do they need parent and child parking? What about having kids affects the parent's ability to walk? Why take up half the car park for parent and child parking? Why? And you may be going, well, yeah, kids can't walk that far, you can go, it's fine. Well, tell them to walk. Tell them to walk. If they don't like walking, drag them. You may be like, oh no, you'll be a bad parent if you were. No, I wouldn't. I'd be a fucking good father. And if you were, the kids pissed me off, I'd say get out. I think the worst thing would be fucking teenagers for me. Fuck yeah. I know what my brother was like. He was a fucking shit. He was I'm not that bad. I get up in the morning, I'm ready, normally up. But he was a fucking shit, literally. Well, I'm a teenager, I'm 15, but literally into his 20s, he would quite happily sleep all until flipping 1-2 o'clock in the afternoon. I mean, what is up with some people? Why sleep? I mean, bed sores. Why'd you get bed sores? Ugh, whatever. Yeah, parent-child parking. I've kind of drifted off there. Parent-child parking. What? So, what's the point? It never gets used for people with parent-child. I've parked. Well, I don't drive. Mum parked opposite side of some parent-child parking spaces, and I saw 4 cars, 4 effing cars, pull into a parent child parking space, and none of them had children in the back. I was like, one had a car seat, but with no child in, and I just went. I looked over and just went, what's up with them people? Well, I tell you what's up with them. They're fucking imbeciles. They think they've got a child, but they've left it behind at home or somewhere, and they think they can still get away because they've got a child seat in the back. Or maybe they just use the child seat to get away with using the parent-child parking, because they think they can get away with it. Now, moving on to the whole snow affair. So, it's January, and if you look out the window, you can't look out the window, but I'm looking out the window right now, and there's a decent blanket of snow on the ground. By decent, I mean 2, 3, maybe 4 centimetres. Now, people in Canada, my uncle, for example, they get that snow in the summer. No, they don't really, but you know, it's weird. But Britain, we're not used to it, you see. We get it in winter once, twice, maybe 3 times a year, if we're lucky. And it's not really something the British people like. Especially, the tabloids love it though. Tabloids love it. They can make a good story about any. If a flake of snow falls, panic. Widespread panic. Everywhere you go. Gritters here, gritters there, gritters every fucking where. You know, it's like why people do it. Why? Why, oh why? I mean, I've not personally been to Canada, but I've seen pictures, and they're driving through they got out these massive snow plows and that, and they're driving through 3, 4 foot of snow, and here we are, getting stuck in 2 centimetres of snow, getting stuck in our fucking driveway. You know, it's things that people are so unprepared. If there's a flake of snowdrop in this country, the sun will have something to do with it. In fact, any of the UK tabloids will. Time, Sun, Sunday Sport, for goodness sake. Now, if you want a flipping thing to Sunday Sport, fuck you know. If you live in America and you've never heard of a newspaper called the Sunday Sport, it is the biggest bullshit I've ever heard in my life. It is the biggest bullshit. I mean, the sports articles half decent, but the news they sell is pure and utter bullshit. Bullshit to the bone. And I ain't lying here. Their stuff is just utter crap. You read some of it and you're like, this makes no fucking sense. And you see it and it's like, why? It's like, why, oh why? Why put in the middle of March, yeah, there's going to be a 40-degree heat wave next month. Yes, it's April. It's spring. The average temperature is about 30 degrees. Why say there's going to be a 45-degree heat wave when it's not? Just get to the next week, it's 20 degrees, and you go, oh, Sunday Sport was telling bullshit. You know, it's shit. It's just pure and utter shit. It is bollocks. Absolute bollocks. I drifted off there into a thing about the Sunday Sport then. That could really be for another time in another video, actually, Sunday Sport. I could quite happily rant about that for a good extra 20, 30 minutes. Sunday Sport, what a load of crap. Snow, okay I saw someone the other day, in fact, no, 2 years ago, right? Anyway, don't make it 2015, 14, 23, no, 4 years ago, right? 4 years ago, about this time ago, 4 years ago, right? 4 years, 2010, right? I was still not in primary school, coming on secondary school, and snow. How much was it? 10 centimetres? Must have been. It wasn't much at all. It was some crap amount. It was like that much on the ground. And me and my dad went on a equal and quite a long 20-mile snow trip, as we called it. It was a snow trip. We basically just went for a drive around the countryside in the snow, just to see stuff, you know, photography, do a few pictures and stuff. We ended up getting caught in a 10-mile long tailback that took us 4 hours to navigate. 4 fucking hours. It was all because we found out when we got to the end of it, a van, actually a big box van, couldn't get over a fucking railway bridge. No, just fucking turn around your box van and let the rest of us go over. Why the fuck the kerfuffle about one box van taking a 4-hour 10-mile journey, 10-mile journey to take best part of half an hour, took 40 minutes. Well, we ended up 4 hours. We ended up turning round and we went back down and we went back through some of the back roads. Went down through some of the back roads and we ended up down in the countryside somewhere with quite a decent layer of snow on the roads. And we're driving through this snow. We drove through this snow. We went round us, ended up back out on the main road, and that was pretty much a snow trip. But it was the 4-hour delay about a box van trying to get over a railway bridge. It was like, what the fuck? What the fuck is this on about? It wasn't a box van, it was just the sheer amount of cars trying to get over this railway bridge. Well, mate, you can't get over the railway bridge, don't bother. Don't bother going over the railway bridge. Just turn round, for goodness sake. Don't be such idiots. In fact, I'd go so far to say I was the amount of people being absolute wimps in their cars, driving at 2 miles an hour because there's a bit of snow on the road. I mean, the gritters haven't been out. Fucking snowplow. We don't have snowplows in this country. That's something we don't have. In fact, the ones we do, you never see. I've seen 2 snowplows before when there was no fucking snow. That's how pathetic Britain is. And 2 snowplows, and they were just spreading grit. No fun. What the fuck's the point? You know, you've got 2 snowplows there, perfectly good. Send them up to Scotland. Bring down their regular grit lorries and bring them down here. And also, the amount we use grit in this country. Anything, the slightest frost, we put grit down on the roads. I mean, why? Why, oh why? We get... say if the weather's forecast is like 0. Ooh, grit lorries come out. And when there's some seriously bad snow, or ice or something, there's no fucking grit left because they've used it all when there's like not even ice on the roads. I mean, it's quite ridiculous. I just want to go up to some people and just go, man up, for fuck's sake, man up. I bet you see these people in like Norway, Canada, fucking Inuits, just laughing at us in absolute just hysterics because they see us. And there's like, it's that pissing themselves laughing, sat in their little huts or something, because there's in like 5-10 foot of snow, and we're here in 3 centimetres, and we're like, it's like you see some people, it's like they've never even seen snow before. Yeah, so this video is actually getting quite lengthy. Anyway, so let's call it off here. Round it up. So children, yeah, pissed me off. Fucking really pissed me off in supermarkets, visit attractions, etc. Snow, yeah, it's a real bite. I hate the snow. I actually like the snow. I think snow is something that's just one of those weathers that's just really nice, looking at it. When you get out there, it can be nasty as hell, especially driving. But I mean, the overreactions they have is just appalling. So